Hello, everybody. The podcast is starting.
Somewhat.
It's starting.
If we can cope.
If we don't die.
Yeah, unlike a certain log said that happened last episode. Okay, let's see if everyone's happy with the audio quality. Because last time it was a bit shit. If people in chat can please tell us if you can hear us, that would be perfect.
That would be
I see
grand.
Sam, I see Cassie, I see David, I see Soda.
A quick listen. We've got official audio finally.
We've got good audio?
We've got decent audio.
I need to turn Scout up.
I might.
Oh, I'm a bit quiet.
How dare you be quiet? The only one that's allowed to be quiet is Log Staggered, and that's because they're a bit of a deadlock right now.
Ah, yeah, true. I'm a bit of a deadlock.
Sweet, we've got multiple people saying that the audio's fine.
Beautiful.
Oh,
We can
lovely.
actually get some D&D going, hopefully, this time. Although it's in the brand, it won't be completely scuffed.
Someone said Robbie's a little quiet.
Yeah, I've just turned
Go on,
him
They're a
I've
little
just
quiet
turned him
on
up on
mine as
Discord.
well.
Also thinking it's self-censored to mention it.
I've
What?
probably up to 160. I need to turn Jay down. Jesus Christ.
Hi.
Jesus.
Jay's already
Hello?
less than 50 and they're
Hello?
already a bit loud. Alright, where is Robbie gone? There you are. Oh, you're on max volume for me. I
Oh,
can't
hey.
adjust that.
I like to
Wait.
turn the master volume up and everyone else down.
What an ingenious idea.
Yeah.
Who wants to do the recap while we mess with audio?
Yeah, let's do the recap. So,
Preferably not Robbie, because they're a bit quiet.
I'll do the recap. I've got a little recap planned. So last session, we had our strange encounter with a bunch of people. We had our Logstad, our barbarian, who was incapacitated by an intellect devourer, who left him alive because he has no brains.
True.
We got Richter, our cotton candy cowboy, who's roguish in nature, our kind of classical cowboy. We've got our creative artificer, Warren, who builds stuff and is a rabbit. You know, nothing like a rabbit with an RPG.
RPGs, I can punch people.
Exactly. Punch them
I
with a
remember-
point-blank grenade.
I remember Warship down differently.
Oh god, they're striking back.
We have our tricky cleric of Sully, who, for some reason, wanted to try and prank a whole city. And we have a mysterious Balloonia, who's a warlock to a patron we do not know. Last session, as our party walked into the city of Within, which is the capital of Highreach, an unexpected encounter happened where the ground broke open, unleashing creatures from the depths of the deep dark, where intellect devourers and black puddings emerged from the ground and started attacking the civilians and the party alike. After they fended off the first invasion, and hopefully the only invasion, the guards have thanked them and asked them to go to a tavern to rest, recuperate, and for a bit of information for after they're done. That's where we're going to go. In the Bayside area in Within, which is approximately where you are, there's only one tavern. That tavern is Sunny Forks. It's a large tavern known for its cheap alcohol and booze, and its food, but most people go there to get absolutely shit-faced. And although the quality of the stuff is more than questionable, the tavern is relatively clean, it's relatively calm as well. It's almost like nothing on the outside world had happened in here. The music is slow and padding the air amongst the quiet chatter and cheerful drinking. As you walk through, you see a gnome at the bar with a big smile on his face, serving customers and, you know, trying to keep the energy in a somewhat positive mood. It's all up to you now.
We're all dancing except Logsack isn't there.
No, look, that's fun now.
I'm
Yay!
not.
All our tokens are having a little dance. Yeah, look at us
Also,
go.
I would like to correct you. I successfully pranked the whole town.
You did.
Yeah, with purple
It
goo.
was, it was such a good Crank it open.
And there were a lot of
cracks
kick me
into the
signs.
fucking void.
A lot of kick me signs have exploded into smelly gas.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, can
We
I?
go in the tavern.
Yeah, can I
Yes.
go around and look for those people that are too drunk to like keep an eye on their drink and just grab how many? 4 of them and put them at our table.
Give me a sleight of hand check with
Oh,
disadvantage.
God. Why
Disadvantage?
disadvantage?
A blind one.
Because you're doing this in the middle of a pub.
Wait, hold on. Can I do this instead? Because I have a +9 to
Baby.
sleight of hand.
Nope, Robbie's the one that's doing it. With a
Alright.
15,
Oh!
you get away with it, actually. You just about get away with it. There are a few people that look at you funny, but they think you're like a new intern at this bar or a new employee, and that you're just clearing up tables and cutting people off that are a bit too drunk. And as you go sit down at the table, people have already stopped paying attention to you.
Amazing.
Well, this
How
should
have you
be,
got away with that?
awful. And I'll
Not
divvy
good
them up
question.
between us.
Cheers. Well, fetch a cigarette, but out of his drink.
Sorry about that. I couldn't control the quality, but we can at least get some quantity, and I'll start down mine.
Sweet.
Melania's gonna look at the drink, look at them, look at the drink. It kinda, you can have mine. I'm gonna go order at the bar, and slide it towards you. Seeing the lipstick stains in the also other bag that's currently in the drink.
Nice.
So DM, what's on this bar's menu?
Are you looking for drinks? Are you looking for food? First of all, you are greeted by a small gnome standing on a stool behind the bar. Hiya, what can I get for you?
Oh, that was more energetic than I was expecting. Drinks. What drinks do you serve here?
Well, we can give you the finest mead to the shittiest ale.
Good selection.
Quite a
Good selection.
spectrum.
Indeed. So what can I get for you?
What is something not too pressuring on the coin, but good in taste?
And he just slides you over a mug full of this quite disgusting looking liquid. I promise you, it's good. Homemade.
How homemade?
Burns a hole through the stomach.
His eyes are just shifting left and right, and he looks a bit more nervous.
Uh-oh.
I
Look, you don't come to a place like this for quality. You come here for the cheap stuff. I can't make it cheaper than this.
That's reasonable though, not.
It's 3 copper. What can I say?
It's bubbling. It looks like it's going to come alive. In
Look, the
20
bubbling is part of the process. It's good for the digestive tract.
That is going to devour my ancestors. It is popping at me.
Well, thank you. I was looking for the name of a drink. The Ancestor Devourer. Perfect.
Well, you're welcome, and
See, now it's on the house. Have it.
You gotta take it now, it's on the house.
Yeah.
That's pretty rude, not
Ow.
to.
Do you have a little frilly umbrella that comes on?
Celine like rummages under the bar.
Oh,
There's like there's like clattering of like glasses and mugs and plates, and he comes up with this normal size umbrella.
Brilliant.
Never mind.
Oh, you wanted a smaller one? I get it now. And he goes back down, and he comes some more clattering and jingling, and there's like throwing of things behind him, and he comes out with a tiny little umbrella, like a little Hawaiian one.
Oh.
Okay, that makes it a little better.
As he puts it in, the wood dissolves in the drink.
Oh, God.
Since you've been such a good patron, may I also just get a water?
Sure thing. He'll run back and come back with a glass of water for you. That looks perfectly normal.
How yellow is it?
It's fine. No, like, it's fine.
What? How much
I
muck
will-
is in that water?
I will thank him. I will give him. I'll give him a copper since it was on the house.
You're welcome.
And,
If you need anything else, Tetron's my name.
Tetrin, pleasure. Thank you for the devourer
substance?
drink.
Drink?
Oh, it seems I no longer have an umbrella. It's just one
I
strand
think that was our last one. I'll go check the back, and he runs off into the back.
Warren's next to me, right? Or did they stay at the table?
I think Warren stayed at the table.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
Richter is probably
Yeah,
watching
I'm
all this happen.
Under her breath, she's going to say, "How in father's name is that glass not broken?" As she looks at this dissolving drink in this somewhat like glass cup.
Yeah, so he comes back a few minutes later with a handful of them and just puts them on the table. Your favorite. There's like different colors and sizes.
I'll go for a nice sunset coloured one. It's about medium size. It's a bit more sturdy, but it's still gonna fucking
It's still gonna dissolve.
dissolve in this drink. But
It's not
it'll be nice while it
indestructible.
lasts.
Pardon?
It'll be nice while it's here.
Bruce.
They call it decoration for a reason.
What are your glasses made out of? I've noticed that the wood's dissolving, but the glass is somehow fighting off this horrendous eldritch horror that you have confronted.
Just glass.
What's it made of?
Glass.
Glass.
Okay, well, it's good to know that whatever acidic liquid is no match for glass. Have a good day, and I take the drinks and go back to the table.
As soon
I
as
will put
Balloon-
this.
As soon as she gets
Go on,
back,
Robbie.
can I cast Purify Food and Drink? Because I assume I know this pub. And I know
No,
it's,
I'm gonna put it in the middle of the table so you can all see the fucking umbrella dissolving. She's just gonna look at you all and look at it.
yeah, immediately Purify Food and Drink.
After you purify it, it looks like the most amazing ale you've ever seen.
Thank you. And I will take a very tiny sip.
I give a little bow.
Very well done as usual.
I clap. I give a little noble when you don't fully clap but you hit like the palm. I give
Yeah.
a little-
Yeah.
How does it taste, Lewis?
It's pretty good. Like, it's not the best thing you've ever had,
Obviously, yeah.
but according that this thing was at one point dissolving umbrellas and there's probably wood chips in it, it's pretty good.
I'll sip a bit before offering some up to the kind gentleman that purified it. Would you like to try some?
Certainly, why not? Take a drink.
No, have a glass.
As you pass the glass around, you see the little gnome wandering over to your table. So what can I get for you guys?
I think we're celebrating, perhaps drinks all around on just for this table before you.
Rightio, are you some kind of adventuring party? You look the type.
You could say that.
How long you guys been a party? I've always wanted to be an adventurer.
Given now about
10
20 minutes.
Yeah, what was to look outside and go, half an hour?
I wouldn't quite describe us as a party.
Well,
Sure.
you're sure looking. And if you're gonna keep doing adventures together, you better get used to each other, so get to know each other. And he'll wander back off.
Wow, how highly expositional.
So
Yeah, almost like we were
Fuck,
going
that's
to
a
place
fucking
there
word,
sometime.
Jesus.
That felt very forced. I don't know.
yes, I agree with the cowboy-looking fella.
Although I imagine that he's quite used to it, so
Yeah, this is a place for, humble beginnings and, whatever the hell you were doing.
Who is you in this context?
I'm assuming no.
Yes.
Yes.
I just give a kind smile. Well, anyway, perhaps we should talk more of our fallen comrade.
I was just gonna say
What happened?
that him.
Log
Sorry
sad
about
from the
that.
grave. Wait, what?
Did anyone actually catch his name?
Nope. I think something
Something a
caught
bit
him, and
Press to speak, I think.
Did you
I
mention
think,
when we were
I
under
think it was
the?
Happy Tree.
Happy
Did you
tree.
mention it when we were under the stage?
oh, that's right. He is that same one. He met us under the stage and just felt the need to introduce
well,
himself.
Not under
Log?
the stage, up to the stage.
Log
um,
something. Something about a log.
Unhappy. It was unhappy.
That
I'm
was
certain
it. That's the one. That was it.
Log
Was it
unhappy.
Depressed Frank?
What a fucking name.
Yes. I remember
Well,
it being strange.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
And as this conversation starts to come to a close, you see the same guard that told you to wait in the tavern come in with this big, unhappy log, as you call him. His
He's not
smile's still
dead.
as big as ever.
Hi guys.
Oh my god, you lived. What the hell
Ah.
was that thing poking in your ear?
Oh well,
Oh, you're not a tree.
it looked like a brain to be honest, but I don't really know
It
what brains
did.
look like. So
That,
Remarkably
if I had to
similar.
guess.
You wouldn't know brains if it hit you in the face.
oh yeah.
Well, Master Log, perhaps you take a seat. We all owe you some debt, I'm sure.
Yeah. And Richter kind of reaches across the table to the drink that's Valinia, is that her name?
Lunia.
Valuna? Yeah, just the drink she previously surrendered after being kind of yucked out, just kind of passes it over to Logside, like, alright, cool.
I Logside will graciously accept this drink.
No.
And
Thank
chugs
you.
it in one.
Gone in one.
Richter is impressed, you have Richter's approval.
So, Mr. Log, Mr. Sad,
Mr. Unhappy, we said this.
Mr.
Log-
Unhappy.
My name is Logside.
Oh, never mind.
Mr. Log Sad, how are you feeling? It seems you made a recovery of some sorts.
Yeah, I'm alright actually. I don't know what that thing was that attacked me, but it did something to me.
Yeah, it had like a tongue in your ear and everything.
It creeps me out to think about it.
Oh, good to know you've had a power nap since then.
I had a very nice nap actually, thank you.
Yeah, glad you're in one piece.
I don't think his brain is, but at least most of it is.
As you say all of this, the guard comes close to your table, and quite sheepishly, so as guards, appreciative of what you did. Many people would have fled in that situation, and you guys stood your ground. Thanks for that. So I've got a couple of favors to ask on behalf of the city and the guards watch, if you're interested. Plenty of coin involved, and you all look like the adventuring type, so
I'm glad you
One
said
more-
adventuring. I thought you were just gonna ask us to clean up.
and what more than an adventurer wants than coin and potentially become a legend. So
Probably a drink, but go on.
as you say that, because Robbie bought the drinks, Tetron slams it down and like 7 glasses of this weird liquid and walks
Uh-oh.
off again.
Is it the bubbly liquid?
Yes, it's the bubbly liquid again.
Logside would like to grab one, stare at it intently, and then go for one big. He goes to down it in
Yeah.
one.
Warren is not going to down it in one, but he is also going to try it just because he's curious.
So both of you roll a Constitution saving throw.
I was just gonna say.
I'm so glad I
would
didn't say what I was
like,
about to.
He would like to get the funeral and coffins ready for them too.
Log said, you fail it. Warren, this is like a smooth bourbon rolling down your throat. It's like warming and ever so slightly burning, but it's nice. It has a good taste. It has a good flavor. It's a rich, nice bourbon. Log, this is way too fucking hot for you. It's burning your insides. You think your stomach's gonna dissolve.
Very unpleasant. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't know. Why would you down that? You just got concussed.
Log's head's like writhing on the floor, like fucking hell, my stomach.
You know, I think our friend Mr. Malcontent scared. He's not got the best of luck. First a
No.
brain eater and now hurt.
But, would you, be willing to hear me out? On the favors, so to speak, the jobs.
Certainly.
I
take a seat.
suppose.
Yeah, got nothing better
There's
to
a
do.
free seat now. Our friend is on the floor.
He'll sit down.
Log.
He steps over Log and kind of sheepishly puts himself right at the very end of the seat.
Log kind of stands up after writhing in pain of this acidic fucking beer and goes, "That was quite nice."
Richter, Richter's
Yeah,
gonna grab
I'm
you.
alright.
You have a little something where it's like your half your jaws exposed, where the drink's just like acidically melted through. You have a little we can put a plaster on it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
So, we'd like to offer you a job if you'd like. There's been something we've been struggling for a few moons about now. You see, there's been some killings of sort around these parts, and we can't figure it out. Every time we go to investigate, they either stop, or I don't know, we can't find them. So, we'd like to offer you 1,000 gold pieces each for catching the guy, or 100 gold pieces for letting us know who it is. You have our full authority, just don't get into any other guard duties. Basically all you want. If you can do this for us, the mayor would be interested in speaking to you as well.
Could you be a little more specific? What do you mean they stop when you like the murderers stop or the
Well,
evidence?
Either or. When we start conducting an investigation, those guards poking our head round the place, the bodies stop,
Excuse you.
or the murders stop. Sorry, I had a bit of that drink.
It's alright.
It's fucking, it's not good. It's really not good.
I'm more shocked you're alive, but please keep on.
Oh, so am I. I think I'm gonna have to call in my break early.
Yeah, it's best to do so. And anyway, keep going.
But yeah,
It seems the drink's getting to your brain. It's alright. I will consult the other people. What do you think?
yeah. If you can complete this task for us, I'm trying to locate this murderer. The mayor would have an independent party, so to speak, to do a very important job involving the big green one that's just collapsed on the floor, and he pats Log on the back.
He's just like his mouth's just over, just like fizzling.
You see, this one's a bit special according to our local history and legend.
I can see that. Yes. Looks away from Logsad back at the dude.
You see,
Continue.
Luggy here is what's called a totem warrior, and he's part of a big tribe off in the forest, and we keep in close contact with those people. We have a trade agreement, so to speak, so we can have plenty of fruits and herbs. But the elder came and sent a message about 3 days ago saying that a prime warrior of their tribe is coming, as he has had a vision of great danger. And we just need to make sure that you people can support our future with this big green orc.
His name is
Orc.
Mr. Unhappy. We've been over this.
Mr. Unhappy.
No, it's Log Sad. Log Sad.
Yeah, buddy. We understand. Also, what happened outside was just not normal. We believe it was some messed up prank gone wrong. We think it was these bloody worshippers of Everin, the god of trickery or something. I know they wanted it for fun and games and all, but this hope for a magic boon is just a hoax. Everin teases the unfortunate with. No one's ever gotten one anyway. Anyway, these boys came to us and said that it was them. They confessed that some man in a hood approached them to bury these weird looking rocks, and wherever they placed it, these big purple things cracked open and the holes, and you know what I'm talking about. And they said they'd get this boon if they did it. It's insane, right? Anyway, we'd also like you to find anything out about this person, and that's as a personal favor to me, and he'll slide you a couple gold pieces as incentive.
Certainly, we'd hate for that scourge to pick up in this city. Can't stand the Everin cult.
What was that, Robbie? One more time?
I said, yeah, certainly we'll get rid of these individuals who wouldn't want one of those Everin cults to pick up here in the city.
Absolutely, I'm glad you're on board.
Everyone else would definitely notice, because I rolled a 7 for quite a time. He definitely took something like under his shirt as he's talking.
Oh no.
Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
Before you head off, could I just ask?
Absolutely.
I appreciate the explanation. I would love it if you could give us a starting point, because this is a big city, and well, if you've got no luck knowing the place, we'll have even less without a start.
Well, all I know is that it seems to be in the Baywatch area or the docks. Those are the two areas.
All right.
That's all I can say. Most of the time when we find the bodies, it's early morning or night.
And I'd assume there's no direct link between any of the victims.
Not that we can work out, but our investigations have been slow.
Probably just some heretic. I'm fine to round up this mother's meeting when y'all are.
Oh, all the victims have died by 3 looking marks across the chest or head.
Oh yeah, that
Almost
sounds
looks
like
like a claw.
Yeah, that sounds like a signature. I've seen sickos before. Alright.
Much obliged.
Alright.
Any
Y'all
other
cool with-
questions?
It's. You go first, Gal. That's fine.
No, I can't think of any.
Alright. This trickster god, when did the legends of Boone first come to be? Is it something that's always been here? Or has it been a new legend as such?
What do you mean?
I mean, how long have people been trying to get to Boone? Is this a new desire? Is it
Oh,
something
you
that
would
they-
see like his face kind of drop a little bit. No, Everett's been although he's a new god, he's a few hundred years old, and ever since he was a god, he's been teasing the populace with these boons. No one ever claiming one, to knowledge, and people doing more and more insane stuff, getting more and more people injured. It's insane. This is
How easy you do to them?
a continent-wide thing. This isn't just a High Reach or even a Wyvern thing. His influence is grand, and the people that follow him are normally quite twisted or lonely individuals.
Richter kind of side-eyes Sullivan.
You wouldn't know shit about Sullivan, but he does like stand up, kind of almost about to be angrily slamming his hands down, but kind of slows it at the last second.
Oh, I'm sorry, do you need to go to the bathroom?
No, just itching to get on this murder case. Perhaps we deal with that first. Seems a little more pressing.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah?
Thank you.
Can I roll insight on Valunia rolling insight?
You are completely in belief. that he is just so good-natured after he cured your drink that he just wants to be the
He's an
most
angel.
helpful human being in all of the lands.
Welcome to Skuffd.
Why? It's not a Thursday. Why?
Perhaps no, the case is more pressing than of course we'll
What?
You go cry then.
Is it just me or is Robbie really muffled?
Robbie
Yeah,
is
Robbie-
really
Robbie's
muffled.
really muffled.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can you lower lower your Is it lower or heighten your sensitivity that makes it less fucky?
No, my sensitivity is really high.
Oh,
Mm,
Is
Is that any
your
better?
headset plugged in correctly?
You sound like you're in a microwave.
Yeah.
oh,
a good old microwave, Robbie.
Microwave.
We just need him to get fully like cooked, then it'll be fixed.
We'll give it a couple seconds.
Yeah.
We'll hear a ping and
yeah,
it'll
just
come out.
continue. I'll figure stuff out in the background.
Hey,
Go on. Jay was rolling insight as well.
I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's insight to roll.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah.
roll insight when I was jokingly saying I was gonna roll insight on the lunar
Ah,
rolling
it's okay.
insight. Insight the insight.
Insight, you're inciting the insight.
I counterspell your counterspell your counterspell.
I got a 1, I'm gonna go cry. Anyway, yeah, I trust you to do this again. Oh my god.
Whoa, what happened there?
I think that's Robbie fixing his mic.
Oh.
Ah,
It's fine.
he,
It's fine.
he finished cooking in the mic. Anyway, nah, I'm gonna. I would no longer, for this moment, have suspect of the jester-looking fellow.
I think I just broke my chair.
I mean, he looks more like a cleric than a full-on jester.
The cleric fellow. And I'll sip my water.
Okay, so I'm gonna head off now. I've got my guard duty to attend, and I'll tell the mayor that you're working hard. I'll see you around. If you ever need
Oh.
anything from the guards,
Do we get like
Just-
a bed or something to say that we're nearly
the
guards?
best I can offer you is 2 rooms in the barracks of the guards room.
Mm. Oh, do you want this man dead or alive?
Preferably alive.
Oh, preferably.
Well, if he's gonna kill you, I'd rather have a dead murderer than a dead adventurer. You guys are useful as mercenaries and other things.
Optional then.
But like I said, if you need anyone from the guards, I'm Baldric. I'm gonna head out now.
Bye,
I'm
Baldric.
Mildred. That's nice
I'll
to
see
meet
you too, Mr. Sad. And he like sheepishly turns around and walks out the door.
I'm assuming it's just like a language difference or a dialect difference. Where does the name Sad come from? That's very interesting to me.
The name Sad comes from a great place of respect in my family.
Right, but its origin is what?
I
Surely
don't-
can't be common.
Not particularly, not in the village, no.
Just interesting.
It means to always be happy.
Huh.
Huh.
Could have fooled me.
Therefore, Logside is not sad, Logside is happy.
Right. Well, it's good to hear. Would you be happy to catch some mad lunatic on the loose?
Now, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, but 1,000 gold pieces each is a lot of fucking money. Yes.
I'd imagine, yes.
Logside would be happy to find this thief. Or murderer, sorry.
Rector kind of gestures to the rest of the table. I'd assume you both have a bit of interest in coin?
Hey, never hurts.
Oh, sorry about your stall, by the way.
It's not the first one. There'll be others.
Fair enough. And, back, probably.
I think Robbie still... Is Robbie fixed it?
No, I think I might have fixed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you
wow,
fixed
you're
it.
much clearer.
No, you
Fuck
fixed
yeah,
it.
dude.
There we go.
Okay.
Suddenly Sullivan reappears.
Without, like, a face mask on.
Yeah. I had my mask on this entire time.
Oh, no.
I thought you were just in the-
God knows.
So you're just in the sunken
Anyway.
place.
Yeah.
So, your options currently are... Find the murderer. Find the mystery man. I think that's really it, isn't it?
Murder. I love true crime.
True crime.
True crime.
I have a suggestion. If you fellows would like to indulge in it,
All for it.
we combine the two. The gods said when they started looking for this murderer, he disappeared or stopped. We investigate the other strangity here and keep our eyes open for the murderer. Two birds with one stone, if you will.
Hmm.
What if they're
I-
the same person?
Well, that's what I was
And
thinking.
it's the same bird with the same stone.
I would tend to doubt it. It's not very often you find a particularly dangerous supporter of Everin, but it's not unheard of.
You know of well, most people would know, but you know of his followers?
Well, somewhat. I think know as much as any other person. It's whack job certainly, but not usually violent. Just tricksters mostly.
Hmm. Hell of a prank if it's killing people.
Yes.
If they were desperate enough, I suppose it could go to those things, but I feel it is two different people.
Hmm.
Yes.
So let's look for one and keep our eyes open for the other.
Well, perhaps we may be dismissing the investigation of the murderer outright a little too quickly. Perhaps we spend a night looking for the murderer. After all, the guard said he only shows up every now and again. But perhaps if we were to hang around lightly, keep a vague eye, perhaps we might find some better luck.
That sounds like it's good work. I'm fine with doing whatever you all suggest, as it seems we are stuck together for the time being.
Well, if we
If we-
decide to investigate the murderer, I have a pretty good nose in bear form. I can probably sniff out blood from a distance away.
Huh.
Oh.
Not a bad shout.
I realize at this point no one actually knows that I can turn into a bear.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have seen it. You were on the floor.
Yeah. But anyway, apart from Logsat, do we ever exchange names, or my memory's a bit fuzzy from the battle?
Yeah, we did just kind of get our shit rocked and then sit down for a drink.
Yes,
Yes.
I don't think we ever did.
We probably do instructions apart from Logsat, because I think we all know your name peacefully by now. So, who wishes to go first?
I'd certainly be happy to go first. It is nice to meet you all. My name is Sully Formant. I'm a bit of a wanderer, but mostly stay around this area. I've a little knowledge of it, but I imagine some of you may know it better than I. Oh, and I'm a cleric. And I'll show a little holy symbol for a couple of seconds, and then quickly put it back in my pocket.
Nice.
Did anyone recognise the symbol?
Roll
Do we
religion.
recognise this symbol?
Yeah. Roll religion with disadvantage, Scout, as your amount of science and not religion.
roll?
Yeah, make it. Nikki, for you, it's a normal roll.
Yay.
I wouldn't know because I was
Fuck
raised in
you,
the tribe,
science
wouldn't I?
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just
But I was
flat out
raised
wouldn't
in a
know.
wood.
Wouldn't.
Way!
It's
Oh,
just a
wow.
religious symbol.
Mm.
It's
roll?
definitely a religious symbol. It's definitely
Yeah.
a proper religious symbol, but you can't really make out what it is truly.
I wouldn't know for any reason, would I?
Pardon? Sorry.
I wouldn't know for any reason, would I?
I imagine me and you have spent a little more time
Yeah.
together than the rest of them, so
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, I imagine you would know it's a symbol of sinner.
Yeah.
Um,
I just want to. It's namely not even like for a role, just for like character purposes.
yes, I worship a number of gods as long as they are good, but Sinas is my main one, of course, the god of seas and thunder, as I'm sure you all know.
Sinas is a very well-known god. He is one of the oldest and one of the strongest gods. Very well respected, and the priorities are basically people that often worship and pray to Sinas are sailors, pirates, people that use the sea or want good fortune when it comes to the weather, regarding water, basically. So dock workers, things like that. Some travelers, but not often. More travelers would lean towards Ella, the god of nature and land, who is another one of the big gods in this world.
So we would all know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are you a sailor of some sorts?
Not particularly, but, you know, living on a coastal city, it often comes in helpful. Also, him being one of the more major gods, it's of course easier to pray to him than pray to any of the other more minor gods in my time of need.
I understand.
As you guys are talking again, hi guys, how's the drinks? There's a little
They're
nod looking
delightful.
up to you.
They're delightful. Perhaps another round.
Absolutely. What was the guard talking to you about? We don't get many of those round here.
Some crazed
Witness.
lunatic.
Can I give an insight check on the barkeep?
Yes.
Can I do the same, actually?
Yes.
Simply asking us about the events.
You can work out that he's nervous about the fact that there was a guard talking, but you don't know why.
Yes, not to worry, my good man. He's merely. I don't know if you noticed the commotion outside, but we handily dealt with it before the guards were able to step in. So he was simply appreciative of our work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, yes.
No complaints about the, quality of drink here, don't worry.
Oh, thank God it's not the health inspector.
I had a feeling.
I've been expecting it for weeks.
No, I come here specifically for the taste of piss and regret. It's fine.
That's our specialty.
If we ever need projectile acid weapons, I know where to come.
Absolutely. I mean, no, we don't have illegal weapons in the back. Kidding.
Is he?
Yes.
Raise his eyebrow.
Yes. Yes. He is. He's just bad at comedy.
Okay.
Anyway, how about you, Rabbit Fellow? Why don't you go next in this little get to know session?
Well, my name's Warren. I'm something of an adventurer already. Member of the league thing.
A league thing.
No, I forgot what it's called. The adventurer.
The game?
Oh, right.
The
Right now.
Adventurers Guild.
Oh no, sorry. I've forgotten my own backstory. Done some work for the Adventurers Guild over the years. Mainly make things.
Oh, handy fella.
Yeah. Like that armor you saw me wearing earlier.
Hmm.
Yes, I did notice some small gizmos and knickknacks on the table that we destroyed.
Yeah. You see, allow me for that, by the way.
Well, I'm sure if we catch this guy, you'll be more than compensated.
Yes, and I was hoping that my 2 rounds of drinks would perhaps make up for it, eh, buddy? And I'll slap him on the back.
Sure, why not? Why not? I won't down anyway.
Can everyone make me a perception check?
Oh.
What?
Am I gonna roll higher than a 10? Let's look.
Bro, I can't roll good.
Yes! Finally a decent roll.
Sullivan, Valunia, and Richter, you see a hooded figure at another table, just not necessarily staring, but he's definitely observing you quite intently.
Okay. Well, adding to introductions, my name is Richter, Otto Sucrose. You are welcome to refer to me with any of those names. Most people call me Richter. I am a traveler, in short. I just don't stay in one city very often, don't intend to stay here too much, but it is a pleasure. And he kind of like stands up, and as he tips his hat, you realize like the brim of it is just filled with like lollipops, and he is offering them to the table.
I absolutely take one.
Don't
What
mind if I
flavors
do.
do you have?
Logside with like the biggest grin on his face, like ooh.
So they're like your typical like they're like standard like little like what would you call them?
Like the
They're
swirly
like-
ones.
Not those. Though he does have them on his person. The ones in the hat are like those small bowl ones, like you get yellow, red, green.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
those.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that the Twizzlers you get at home.
That's what I'm trying to think of.
With,
That
like,
was
that-
it.
Don't have
Yeah.
path right at the keep currently find one out.
Oh, I only have a Freddo on me, but I'm gonna take the ones where it's pink on top, yellow on the bottom. Those were my favorites.
Yeah, go for it. And he kind of takes one himself and puts it in his mouth, and he just is gonna slowly reach to like where his empty drink is and just be like, "Sorry, I'll be back in a minute," and excuses himself from the table, and he like takes a route to the bar, walking nearby subtly. Like he's not making eye contact or anything. He's looking at the bar, but he's walking beside the hooded figure.
Give me
Just
a
trying to
perception check.
Ooh, deception.
Because you're trying to deceive that you're not going by him deliberately.
Hmm.
11. You think you've done an alright job at it. You've done the whole act. You've accidentally bumped into a few tables and, apologized to a few patrons as you're walking to
Yeah.
the bar.
Yeah.
You think you've done a good job. Whether you actually have is another question.
And just as I'm passing, is there anything I can tell about the stranger, like why they're looking, if they have maybe concealed weapons, anything like that?
Perception check. Let's see how much you can see.
Not a
9.
lot.
This man
God damn it.
has a hood on, like a large black cloak with the hood up, and he is slowly sipping away at just a small amount of whiskey.
Okay. From where he is at the bar, he's just kind of keep his head forward, but like look back as if to his table that he just came from. He's essentially just watching the table, see if that guy approaches the group or him alone.
Nothing happens.
Okay, he's just gonna stay there for now then.
Yeah, and as you
Like-
keep... Oh, you go, Nikki.
Seeing the picture that Robbie's just posted, I changed my answer. Melania would have had a black rose lollipop. But I am
Lovely.
looking at the dude. I am staring at the dude with the hood on.
As you're all looking at this figure, he finishes off his drink, puts the cup down, turns to around, tips like his hood slightly further down, obscuring his face, and walks out.
I fear we may need to cut these introductions short. Perhaps,
Should
perhaps
we
we-
go follow him?
yes.
Yeah.
Could I have been quick enough to stand in front of the door before he leaves? Lewis.
You didn't pass the
I
perception check,
didn't,
and
did
no
I?
one made you aware.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna say no. If you were aware of what was going on, I would have 100% said yes. But you're kind of enjoying your battery acid beer.
Yes, I believe injunction should be safe here, so we should follow that. Put it, fellow, and Valenia will stand up, put her chair in,
Oh shit.
lay before I'm waiting, and if no one's on the next few seconds, she'll start walking towards the door.
Yeah, Richter's like already on his fucking way. Like the minute you passed him at the bar.
Yeah, then
As you guys all start walking, following, this man starts to sprint.
Oh shit!
could
What
have we had a short rest?
Yeah, you've been here about an hour. I'd say you've had a short rest.
Hey, let me see if I can. Do I get spells back? Let's take a short rest.
I believe you do as a warlock.
Let me check my.
How do you take a
I
short
do.
rest on this?
You just under your hit dice. There's S rest and L rest.
Oh, right there. I'm fucking
I
idiot.
would like to attempt to cast command on them.
Let me have a look at command as a spell.
Do you want me to put it in chat?
Yes, please.
Oh, I didn't roll the fucking dice. Of course I didn't.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
You can certainly try and use command. Obviously, just wanted to read the wording.
It's the one word stop spell.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will pull out my book. I will flick to a few pages to play a well-used page, I'd say, and read some of the text as I stare at him. And I need a 15 wisdom saving throw.
And you said this in common, right?
The spell? No, I'm not reading this fucking spell in common. Oh wait,
What-
no, the
you
word
need
will
to-
be said in common. Yes.
It does not work.
Oh. As he's kind of like passing, could I attempt to like, if you've seen in ye old westerny movies where they use like the whip to trip people?
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll. Give me, yeah. 17, you hit. Roll me damage. Is that max damage? Nearly.
Not quite, but nearly.
You go to hit, and he kind of stumbles forward, but keeps his balance and composure running.
Shit.
Logside's like, what the fuck's happening? Rick just hit this random cloaked guy with a whip. What the fuck do I do? He's like, shit.
He was watching us. He's after us.
Should we chase after
And
him?
he stumbles through the door, slamming it behind.
What door?
Can I charge through the door and turn into a bear and chase after him?
Yes.
Mr. DM, can I grab all the drink?
Grab all the drinks.
Yeah, put them in a little vial.
Of course you can.
Beautiful. Well done.
Is anyone? Is
So
Robert-
everyone's fighting, and Sullivan has bear hugged all the drinks on the table and is running with them.
I mean, it's good for acid, I guess.
Yeah, I imagine it's good for like slipping into someone else's drink to make roll around the floor.
Is Robbie going microwavey again for anyone else?
A little bit.
A little bit. It's not as bad as before. But yes.
There we go. It should be better now.
Oh, it's amazing. Beautiful.
Oh, there's a bear here now.
There's a
so-
bear.
So, Log, as you start running towards the door, you go from 2 feet onto the 4. You sling open the door with one hand, and you transform into this bear to just see an empty street.
Ah,
Did
shit.
that there himbo just turn into a bear?
Give me a perception check
believe you may have
with advantage,
With-
because this can be smell based.
Oh,
It's
Pog.
not a log sad, it's a log bear.
Pog.
He farted.
Yes,
He tooted.
Oh, bro, I'm fucking
With a 12.
done, bro.
With a 12, You can kind of smell what you would think he would smell like, as you didn't get a good whiff before, but the smells from all the festivities are still in the air, although bits of rubble and dust from the fight before clogs your airways up and kind of take you back as you look around, anger in your bear form, to see no one around.
Fuming, bro. Fuming.
Say fuming.
As soon as I've caught up to the group, I'm just gonna go up, pat Logsad on the back. It's okay. You've only just woken up, and I'll cast guidance on him.
Ah!
On the bear.
Do I get to? Is that a reroll then if I get cast guidance?
No, it's just a D4, but it's just if you're rolling badly, your next roll will be a little better.
Yeah.
He had a 16.
The dice are just not with you today.
I haven't had a single good roll in 2 sessions.
I know!
Cursed to never have fun.
Curse
Really
always
scuffed.
be sad.
Truly scuffed.
It is Skuffd. As you look around and Sullivan casts guidance on you. You look down in disappointment to see a small vial off the inlining of a pocket that seems to have come off when Richter whipped the man.
Nice. Did he take damage, by the way?
Yes, he did.
Okay, cool. Just keeping that in mind.
Look for the guy with a large whip mark across his back or something.
Well, it was at his legs,
Oh,
so
at his
just
legs.
if you see someone with lashed shins, definitely something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah,
Mate.
shorts are really in fashion right now.
Can I try and
Yeah.
pick up his scent from the vial?
Yeah, give me another wisdom with advantage.
Praying for the dice, praying for the
Wisdom
dice, praying for the
saving
dice, praying for
throw.
the
With an
dice,
extra
praying for the
D4,
dice, praying for the
remember
dice,
that.
praying for the dice,
D4.
praying for the dice.
Is it wisdom saving throw you want me to do?
No. Perception
Perception.
with
Oh.
advantage. I probably said wisdom by accident.
Pray
so-
for the dice, pray for the dice, pray for the dice, pray for the dice.
With advantage, did you say?
Yes, please.
Are you?
Damn.
You have a D4. You have a D4. It could be 6.
No,
No,
it-
that's
already
already
added
been added. That's
was
already been
my-
added.
Already added it.
That is-
My brother in Christ.
The DC is 15. You're level 5 with a cleric. I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. Bappity
Can I-
boopity.
Can I try and sniff him out?
No.
Can I
Sadly
try
not.
and sniff him out?
Are you both keen smellers, are you?
Yes.
I've got a massive honker on
sniff.
me.
Gotta love a big sniff. I'm a big
Sullivan
huffer,
has a
don't you
big
know?
honker cannon.
Yeah.
I love big huff. All you can work out is that this man's scent is on the vial. But again, there's too much going on in the air. There's sweet aromas, there's rubble and dust. It's completely clogging your airway, and your little bear brain cannot handle it right now.
Real quick, just given that Richter is a rogue who is privy to escapes on foot, would he have any insights, mayhaps, to like where he might have gone or where a obvious path would be?
He might. There's a number of different things, especially with the commotion that happened only less than an hour before, an hour or two before.
Mm.
He
Okay.
could have gone into the crowd. He could have gone to a different part of the city, climbed over a wall onto a rooftop. He could have transformed for all you know.
Yeah. That fast motherfucker.
If you guys could see the face I'm pulling right now.
I know. I'm imagining it.
I imagine it's just a sad bear.
It's a log sad.
It is a sad log sad.
It's a log side bear. It's a bear sad.
Don't feel too bad about it, Mr. Unhappy. We'll find him.
Yeah.
I come out of bear form all like melancholy. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Oh. Richter reaches to one of his inner pockets and hands you one of those relatively small, but it's a swirly lolly.
Logsad accepts and thanks
Yay.
Richter. makes him feel a bit better.
And he makes everything better.
Well, we've at least gotten something. Good work, Log. Perhaps, unless you guys wish to continue chasing him, I could cast Detect Magic on it through a ritual.
Wait, what's in the vial?
That's what I'm trying to work out.
Oh.
You're casting Detect Magic.
But I want to do it ritually. I want to go sit back in the pub and spend 10 minutes to figure out what.
That is perfectly fine.
Because I've realised, even if it is as a joke, because the purify food and water is a spell. It's a first level spell, so I'm just hemorrhaging spells. So I really want to do this
Is it not a
ritually.
ritual?
It is a ritual, but protection, purify food and drink. I did it in instantaneous. So
Bam.
yeah. So I'd like to do this one ritually.
As you sit down back in the bar, Tetran very confused about the past 2 to 10 minutes of what's just happened in his tavern. The poor gnome is just confused, and all you hear him shout from the back is, "I'm going on break."
Sweet.
Very understandable.
The
I'd imagine-
mysterious vial, after 10 minutes of really imbuing your magic to understand this thing,
Staring
is
at
some form of altered version of Faystone. You would know what Faystone is. It's a new mineral that's found in Alarith, another country within the continent. That a calamity happened 300-400 years ago where the Feywilds and the material plane started to merge into one, and a small calamity happened, opening a portal to allow them to travel between the two pretty easily, and parts of the Feywild started to creep in to the material plane, warping the materials around it. People found out that if you get this precious mineral that's quite rare, you can use it for magical purposes, medicine, armor, weapons, housing, creating energy, anything that you basically could ever want. This is the god material for it. So for it to be imbued in a vial
just out
is
of
very strange.
idle curiosity. Whilst he's casting his spell, could Warren just roll Arcana? Because he knows this stuff?
Yeah.
Just a flat roll?
Yeah, just a flat Arcana roll.
Well, I recognize this straight away, DM.
You can also work out it's some form of Faystone as well. You don't know the potency. You have a strong feeling that if you go to a proper alchemist, someone that specializes in potion making, or maybe even some form of doctor of some kind that specializes in Faystone or Faystone mining, you might be able to get a better understanding. But with both your knowledge combined, you don't quite know enough on how it would Faystone and a potion would work.
Yeah. He sort of rubs the shoulder of the arm, the metal arm, as it stares for a bit and goes, "Oh. Not seen that for a while."
Valenia's gonna do something similar. They're gonna put their hands on their chin as they kind of stare at this ball. That is unusual.
Warren, you seem to know somewhat more about it than I do. Perhaps you want to hold on to it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. And he'll
Oh, you
slowly take it.
you also know what this is, Warren.
Yeah, I used to work with it quite a while
Yeah.
ago.
Warren, you know you've basically got the equivalent of a hand grenade in your pocket right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
If it's not kept in the right conditions, Faystone can be very volatile,
Yeah.
as Warren is more than aware of.
Yes. Would I know if it's safe to put it in a bag of holding, or does that just make it
No, you
go
would.
boom?
The amount that's in this is probably enough for like a few bullets at most. You would probably get a burnt pocket if it was in your pocket, and the bag of holding is probably one of the safest places to be, provided the bag of holding man doesn't try and grab it.
Not the
Bag of
bagman.
holding man?
Not the
Have you
bag of
heard
holding,
the
man.
bagman?
The
You guys
bag
not
man.
heard of the bagman?
It
No,
rings
no,
a
man.
distant bell.
Between sessions, I'm gonna have to show you guys what the bagman is. It's one of my favourite creatures in D&D.
Please.
I really want us to actually fight a bagman in this.
It sounds fun.
It is. But anyway,
Yeah. So
Yeah, or we'll carefully place it in the bag of holding.
So yeah, you put this small vial of very volatile substance of unknown nature in this bag of holding. As again, you're back to your own table. The music goes back to continuing, people go back to their drinking, and it's probably time for you to make a plan of action.
Hmm.
Well,
So
perhaps
what's your plan of action?
I take the lollipop out of my mouth.
Time,
Ah.
we can see your Google.
Can you? Oh shit.
Perhaps.
Yes, on the
Ooh, is he googling the bagman?
He's googling the bagman.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Perhaps I'm reasonably stealthy. I have some favors from God to allow me to imbue stealth to others. Perhaps we just spend this evening searching the dock area for any dead bodies. Perhaps the person that put them there.
People with lashings on their legs
Yes.
Yeah.
and hoods.
It is quite concerning that he would have his thumbs in something like this, though, if we are assuming the
Mr.
murder
DM?
figure went missing.
Yes.
Just also like as a note, just a note of finding this dude. After he was whipped, did he limp at all when running, or did he just continue at full speed?
He kind of like tripped. So you
Right.
probably gouged his leg and he probably did lose a little bit of blood.
Mm.
Whether you know if that's going to cause any scarring or any deformation or anything like that, we don't know. I don't know why I said deformation. That's very different to deformation.
Yeah, yeah. He's got no clout. You've
He's got
robbed
no
him of clout.
We, I have just thought, we could have just, if he was bleeding, we could have just followed the blood.
Could have just followed the blood.
There was no blood outside that door.
Yeah, he might have been bleeding, but like we wouldn't have seen it.
Slowly.
Like it's soaked into his socks.
Yeah, I assume if we hit him hard enough to rip a pocket off, that probably is what took most of the fall.
Yeah.
Hmm.
One day I'll get a good roll.
One day, yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yes, that sounds like a good plan, but I am quite worried about this space stone that seemingly is changed. But we should get moving.
What if he has more face
Do we-
stone? That was the wrong accent, but here we go.
Most
professionals
likely.
I think Loxad's been hit in the head. His voice changed.
I
What
mean,
if he has
face
more
stone
face stone? That was not just the only
is
vial.
poss-
And we should
It's-
probably be
I
quite
think
careful when
it's
we take him down.
Yes, I think it's more than possible. My mom is so.
What time of day is it?
2, 3 o'clock. It's a little bit past noon.
Well, we have some time. Perhaps we visit an alchemist. I imagine the capital city of an entire continent would have some of the best alchemists in the area.
There is one alchemist that you know of. And you know it's not going to be cheap.
Shit. Well, maybe he has some task that we could do. I feel it's worth
How long is
we
the
check with him either.
How long is the trip to the Anarcha tribe, Louis?
A trip to the Anarcha tribe? Easily a week.
Oh, never mind. Then I was gonna say we could go to the tribe, and I could probably use my influence, and we could. Get
If not 2, because you're in a bigger group and they don't know the forest.
That's fair. I was gonna say if it was close enough. If it was close enough, I could use my influence within the tribe and get a tribal alchemist to have a look at it.
Robbie, you know there's one alchemist in the whole of Within, and it's Keldor's alchemy shop run by Cain Keldor, a Goliath.
Okay.
But, oh, we were also meant to go talk to the mayor, weren't we, today?
Wasn't it not after we found the guy?
Yes, I think that's once we've dealt with the murders. He wished to see us.
no, before that, after the things we fought, I thought they said the mayor was expecting us.
Yes, but I believe that's what the guard was here for.
Yeah.
He was to tell us the mission, and then we would. I could be wrong. Perhaps we could stop by his office to.
I mean, we do have some level of levity. The guard gave us said we're basically like in the club, if you will. Maybe if we head to the mayor and ask him to ask this. Who was it? Like a alchemist?
In Keldor, yes, the alchemist.
Yeah, maybe if we ask him, he could convince him to do it, or the mayor could pay our way with that. Just an idea.
Certainly could.
Sounds like a good plan.
If you all wish to go and see the mayor, I think I may ask Ken Keldor his price himself, just to check that that we wouldn't be able to afford it either way. But I'll meet up with you all back at the mayor's house.
Sure you don't want company?
Yes, I'll be fine.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll with to this Keldor guy. No point us all going to the mayor, is there?
You also have the vial.
It's a very fair point.
Probably should get
And
a look at the
perhaps-
beer as well.
Yes, me and Warren head to the alchemist.
So you head south from your location down to the more middle class area. I'll say it's slightly wealthier. It's the commercial district. There's lots of shops. You have arcane guilds. You have Fletchers. You have tailors. The alchemy shop, an apothecary. You also have 2 stores right next to each other called Squim's Squim Store and Squam Store. So you have Squim and Squam. And they're right next to each other. They look exactly identical, except one's red and one's blue. You see a leather worker, and you see a shop that's just called the Weird and Wonderful.
Sounds like a nice shop.
Yeah. I want to go and see what these guys are on. These guys have got.
You want to go to the Weird and Wonderful, do you?
No, the Squim and Squam.
Ah, Squim and Squam. I didn't think I'd get to this bit so quickly, but I probably should have guessed with names of Squim and Squam.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, you
definitely...
can't drop
Yeah.
names like that and not expect us to go. Ooh.
Yeah, we're absolutely visiting them. Or rather, Warren is visiting them, and I'm sneaking off.
You go to. So, who are we doing first? Are we going to do Robbie and Sullivan's sneak off, or Warren's curiosity of Squim and Squam?
I'm happy to literally do my thing in DMs because it's very quick. I just want to see something.
Send me the message. And I'll read it
can
as
do
we
Warren's
do.
thing.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
Warren's thing. So, Warren, what are you going into? You going into Squim or Squam?
Let's start with Squim.
As you walk
Squim,
in, as you walk into Squim, you see this completely box-shaped store, and it almost looks like just a general convenience store. There's shelves filled with things like bread, milk, some form of like jerky that's been smoked in the back, and it's all relatively medium quality. There's nothing insanely expensive. There's nothing really cheap. And behind the counter, you see a big red plasmoid that just starts to speak to you and starts, "Hello, how are you?
Why? I'm good.
Welcome to Scream. What can I get for you, my rabbit friend?"
I'm gonna be honest. I was just walking past and I thought the name sounded fun. Or
Oh, much better than Scrum, that's for sure.
You're about to partake
What
in
a
local pet
dickhead.
rivalry. They're brothers that are falling out in their youth and have never
They
been
are,
the
aren't
same.
they?
there is a backstory, and I am currently making something that allows you to find out more things.
They're either brothers who started their own shops, or they were just given shops next to each other and told to beat the other one, and we've just ended up doing the exact same thing.
It's Gloof's descendants who managed to get more like intelligence fighting.
Like genetically bred.
Genetic bred Gloofs.
Anyway, you gonna get anything, or are you just gonna stand there like holding up the line? There's a few people behind you, like holding bags of groceries, like waiting.
I thought, oh, no, by all means, and he's going to gesture to the people behind me. He did just come in to see what it was.
Fair enough.
Genuine, just idle curiosity on my part.
Yeah, and they kind of give you a ugh and walk further ahead as they put their groceries down. Squim starts to deal with the groceries and the payment.
It is just general store. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think it was that.
Are you gonna go into Squam?
I'll leave that one for now. Come
You're
back
gonna
with the
leave
others.
Squam?
You've
This is-
chosen your loyalty.
Yeah, you've chosen your Squim loyalty, have you?
I know.
Quick.
We're just,
I mean,
he's just going to bring
Squim.
everyone to Squam because that's too funny to experience on your own. Assuming it's the same sort of thing. Yeah, Warren will try and catch up with. Was it Sullivan I was with going to the
I
alchemist?
think Sullivan snuck off.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you leave, you thought he was going into Squam. You wait outside for a little bit, refusing to go in as your undying allegiance to Squim now grows, bit by bit, moment by moment. And he doesn't come out until you see him walking up the street from where you saw the alchemist shop.
He will sort of jog to catch up.
Warren. Sorry, I turned around and you were gone all of a sudden.
Yeah, I saw a weird-looking shop. I got curious.
Yes, of course. Well, perhaps we can go back there. I've spoken to the shopkeeper. I've paid up front for the service. Perhaps we return to the group and tell them the good news.
Sure. Let's try and find Ray's house then, I suppose.
What are the others doing? You're trying to get to the mayor, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to ask for help in this. Probably talk to a guard outside and just be like, hey, help.
As you approach the bridge, this is a extravagant bridge. The railings are made of this light marble stone. There's two statues with huge spears peeking out over each end of the bridge, creating this kind of archway with the marble spears. The building rising with a gleaming light as the stained glass reflects onto the pavement, colouring it in this beautiful rainbow pattern. A large stone stairway leading up into the building as the pathway beneath it continues to the other side of Wigan. At the bottom are 8 guards wearing full plate armour and large insignias of a black dragon on their shields. And as you approach, state your business!
Gentlemen, we were, not necessarily summoned, but given responsibility over a case you have been struggling with. We were going to ask if we could get some extra help regarding a lead we might have regarding your lunatic.
We have many lunatics, and we don't have an appointment for a pink-haired cowboy.
I never said there was an appointment. I said we've been asked for help. If we can help.
Only.
Okay. He kind of like turns to the rest of the group like, this fucking guy.
Unless you can prove to me you have an appointment or you have some form of genuine business, you cannot enter.
Yeah.
Surely
Yeah.
you would
What?
have some exception
Oh, I
to
forgot
Loxad.
Loxad was here.
Sorry.
I like that.
No, it's okay. I was like, you were talking. I was like, yeah, can you go
Sorry.
I was like, no.
I've been gone
it's
for the past
Disney.
20 minutes eating Pringles, sorry.
It's alright. You go first. I'm just clarifying something. But,
Okay.
you can go first.
Surely the guard would make an exception to Loxad. I need to speak to the mayor.
Will you not know of any Logsad?
Above session, I cannot remember. I knew I should have taken a note of that guard's name, and I fucking didn't. Now I'm paying
I
for
did.
it.
Give me a second.
It's
Baldric.
Thank you.
Baldric.
Baldric, that was it.
He has a cunning plan.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone got the name reference.
Oh, I didn't know there was a
I
reference
didn't know
to
there was
it.
a reference.
It's from Blackadder.
Blackadder.
Yeah, Blackadder.
Ah,
I wouldn't have got it.
Oh.
But
Spent a lot of time on
my person told me I had to speak to the mayor, but he didn't say I had an appointment, did I? He just said go talk to the mayor.
Yeah.
And DM question.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about Baldric still.
No, I'm talking about
Um,
a different person.
So
Okay.
after the heat of the battle, they said to Logsad that they needed to talk to the mayor.
Oh, I'm not talking about them.
Oh, if you're talking about that, you need to find a way to talk to the mayor.
Okay, I thought a way to talk to the mayor. I thought you said
You
I-
need to talk to
yeah.
the mayor, but you don't get to talk to the mayor. That's your challenge.
But also, they did say Loxad could go last session. They were like, oh,
Yep,
you know.
Yep, and then he was knocked
After
unconscious
your
and hasn't been
thing.
updated since. Welcome to bureaucracy.
God damn it.
Do you know who this Loxad is? You're a very important guest in this place, and you're treating them poorly.
Roll me a persuasion.
Mm.
In fact, no, roll me intimidation.
Oh.
Oh. Come on, decent roll. Decent roll.
Let me grab a
Decent
dice.
roll. Decent roll. Decent roll. Decent roll. Decent roll.
Don't roll
Thank
shit.
you.
Don't roll shit.
Oh,
I rolled
God.
shit.
Roll bang average.
You never
Like
know.
last time.
Let me just see if I got anything in my features that could help.
It's just anything that might help.
I'm looking if I have anything that could help, unless Jay wants to give me the help action by helping convince.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a roll. You would actually have to convince the guard. So, Balloony has opened it. You would have to close it.
Yeah. Oh, I would have to.
So no roll. You have to convince me now that Logsad is this MVP, most important person in the world, VIP. I'm fucking up. I'm gonna lose my job.
Can I not just tell him? Can I not just tell him about the message my elder sent, and I need to speak with the mayor?
Can we not just say about Baldric?
Yeah, you can throw all of that in.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right.
Come on, Jay, I believe in you. I opened the door.
Convince him. Convince the guard that you are
Come
meant
on,
to
Jay,
be going
I
through.
believe you.
Name drop. Name drop this random beat cop.
Yeah.
Jay, I believe I can help, but this is on you.
Okay. All right.
Balloony is opened. You've got to close.
All right. All
Yeah,
right.
I can't
all
help
right.
you.
Okay. God. I almost preferred it when there were dice. If I fuck up, it's because it's dice, not because I did shit. Okay.
No, you got to convince Lewis, Jay. Jay,
I know.
Dice.
I'm fucking trying.
I believe.
Okay.
Believe in the heart of the dice.
Richter. Yeah. Richter
There's no
kind of like.
dice.
Richter kind
That's
of
what I
like.
said.
Okay. Convince.
So Richter kind of like crosses his arms over his chest, and he looks a little bit tired even. And he's just like, all right, I did not spend my afternoon unplanned in the middle of town fighting some brain things and whatever the hell melted the stage. And meanwhile, we're trying to. Can I tell you? He has come all the way from, first of all, some of our biggest. Oh, I can't think of the word. Trade
Partners.
Allies.
partners. Thank you. from some of your biggest trade partners all the way here, miles away. I'm talking like over a week of walking, something I doubt you have ever done in your life. He has not come all the way here, been knocked out, already sent here, and is now being rejected entry. Baldric has asked us to help with something. Baldric asked him for help with something. Something that y'all should have been fucking doing.
He looks very sheepish and looks to his partner and slowly moves his shield out the way and opens his hand.
Thank you.
Apologies for the misunderstanding. I'm sure the mayor will see you right away.
Thank
And
you.
that is where we're leaving session.
Oh, nice.
Round of applause for Jay.
Yes, Jay.
I'm gonna tell you, I do not like being put on the spot. My hands are shaking. Don't do that to me.
You did
There's
very
gonna be a
well.
lot of that. There's gonna be a lot of that.
Ah.
If you're gonna
Hey, it's
intimidate
D&D.
people and things like that, if you're gonna try and help someone's gonna open, someone's gonna close.
Yeah. But
Miss
side note.
PM, before we end, can Warren make his check?
What check?
He messaged in the Boundary chat.
Oh, yes, you can roll insight. We'll do that and then we'll
Also,
close
Robbie,
off.
what is that you left? Part of the
What?
what?
Heart of the J. Everyone was saying heart of the dice.
No,
Warren,
Oh, okay.
Warren,
just you completely.
you completely believe that somehow either this was dirt cheap or this man's loaded.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it was super cheap.
Alternatively, he sold something else, and we'll have to find out about that next session.
Yeah.
Join us next week if you want these answers.
Join us
Yes,
next
join
week if
us
you want
next
these
week.
ends. That'll be 4th of November will be the next session.
If you want to see if Lugsad survives, tune in next week.
The real MVP.
Every week we're just here to check if Logsad actually lives.
True.
Wait, stop calling it Skuffd. Call it like log
Survival.
updates.
Survival.
Log updates.
Survival Guide of Logsad. Entry
You want to know
1.
if your
The Hitchhiker's Guide to Lugsad.
you want to know if your favorite Lugsad is still alive, please like and subscribe and follow it to see if Lugsad's heart doesn't give out by next session.
And share it to your friends who may also be very worried about Lugsad.
Pray for
Exactly.
Logsad to get a good roll.
Hashtag save Lugsad.
One like equals
subscribing.
1 plus 10 to Lugsad rolls.
You
Yeah.
can sponsor a Lugsad by subscribing to the Skuffd
This is
YouTube
so
channel,
stupid.
please.
We'll send you updates.
Sponsor a
This
Lugsad
is so
today
dumb.
so we can help save them. Goodness, these
Follow us on
guys.
Patreon. We'll write it on a scroll and send it to your house.
Yes!
We are trying to help with the deforestation of Lugsad. And we need help. Please subscribe and
God.
share this
Probably the
video.
WWF now.
Yeah.
With the WW Lugsad.
The WWF.
WWLFD.
WWLF.
What would Lugsad do?
Yeah.
Should it be
Lugsad
the
do?
WLSF?
If
Yeah.
we
The
get, if we ever
Lugsad
got
Foundation.
Oh,
if we ever got popular enough to make merch, we'd had to be like one of those RSPCA t-shirts but Lugsad.
yeah.
God.
Maybe.
Jesus
End the
Christ.
fucking stream. End this scuffed shit.
Yeah.
No!
We'll see you next week.
guys.
See you next
See you
week.
next week, guys.
Bye. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.